What's up, it's Alessia Carr.
Yo, it's poppin', it's Tiger.
This is the Kid Thugger King Slime.
Yo, it's your boy Tory Lane.
Yo, what up? This Naughty by Nature.
Now hold up.
Who you with, Atlanta?
Who you with, Atlanta? Who you with, Atlanta?
Who you with?
I'm with Reec 1079.
You're locked in with Reece, only on Hot 1079.
It is Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 1079, home of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Reece right here in the city with you, baby. And guess what? It's not Gina, chick.
Every time you say it, it makes me laugh. What's up, Reece?
It should, man. I'm feeling good. You in here today. It's Friday. We feeling good. And you got some great music on the way.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Wow. How do you do this? How do you become like a world-renowned actress? You're on TV still every day as the show reruns.
Crazy.
And then you got music just out here.
You know what? I started out as a singer.
And know.
And then I kind of made the whole progression to being an actor when I was about 7 years old.
Wow.
So, it's always been a part of me.
Yeah.
And, it's just about juggling and schedules. Scheduling stuff right. And intertwining, wifedom and motherhood and all of that other stuff.
I was going to say that because it seems like you have almost like the perfect balance. If you could bottle up this formula.
No. You know what? It really is scheduling. It really is this notepad scheduling, making sure that you visually see the schedule and not just in my phone. It really is because it kind of does a different thing for me organization-wise. It's organizing my time. Like 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock, I'm making dinner for my kids.
I got you.
And I might make breakfast if I got the time before I go to work for Dr. Ken because I work on this show called Dr. Ken on ABC.
Right.
And so, but it takes me about 2.5 hours to get there because of traffic.
Wow.
So I got to do that, fight the traffic, get to work, come back home, make sure everybody is good with homework and stuff like that, make sure I have time for my husband. And then, I go and I sing at Zen Lounge every Friday. I own this restaurant in L.A. called Zen, named after my firstborn.
Right.
And I have to sing there. Yeah, I'm free labor, Dwayne.
Hey, check this out. Wait. Check this out. I love that. Now, ladies, if we ever, or fellas, if we ever looked at a person that we could kind of fathom ourselves after, if we can kind of not make excuses, that was it right there. You do your thing in the morning. You work. You take care of the family.
But I think, what's important, too, that people forget, like, you really do have to take time out for yourself and put yourself first.
Right.
It's like my husband is adamant about me being first, then us, then the kids. So it's me, us, we.
Right.
Because we got to cultivate our marriage. So that's the us part.
Right.
And then we got to make sure that together we raise the kids. We can't put the kids first because that's what happens oftentimes in relationships. So for me and my husband, it's me, us, we, because you can't give to somebody and your well is dry. You know what I'm saying? You got to carve out some time for you.
Yeah, I say that a lot. It's all about that energy and just the trading of it. I love that right there. So listen, if you're just tuning in, we kicking it with Miss Tisha Campbell. And now we have to talk about this music because I really like the music. A lot of people like the music.
It's crazy.
I know. So from coming back out as a vocalist. I don't want to say singer because you hit notes and they don't hit you back. It's always a good thing. You know what I mean? So coming back out and then recording and singing. You say you do it live.
Yeah.
As in lounge.
I do. I think it's important to sing live too.
Yeah.
One, you get to deal with people. A lot of times I think artists can get stuck behind their gates and not interact with people. So that's really important. And being able to sing live on a consecutive basis, a consistent basis rather, you can get out of the practice because that's a muscle too.
Yeah.
But being able to do that, that's what started bringing people to my show and producers.
Wow.
So producers started coming, really big ones, and I want to work with you. Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? The game has changed. I stepped away from the music industry.
Right.
Not the music, but the industry of it all for a long time. And
were you discouraged at all?
Yes. Very.
Talk to me.
Yes, I was discouraged in a lot of ways. Personally, I was discouraged because I had a lot of people around me that was telling me what I could and could not do.
Right.
And so back in the day, I believed them. So that was one of the reasons. And then it was the biggest thing I think too was I was signed to a label, and that particular label was telling me what to sing, when to sing, how to sing it, all that stuff. And I'm from North New Jersey, where Whitney Houston is from, and my cousins grew up with Whitney. And
East Orange, what's happening?
Right.
Right.
And so because I knew who she was as a person and they made a persona for her,
Right.
the pressure of being under somebody's persona that wasn't true and authentic to how she grew up and who she really was. There's a lot of pressure on her to have to live like that. That was too much pressure. I didn't want that same thing for myself. So to a certain extent, I think I sabotaged it a little bit. And so I stepped away from the industry until I can, do it independently and do it. Yeah. So now is a different day. And now I'm home again. Like right here in front of this microphone is where I feel most comfortable.
Right. And now you have a song right now called Lazy Chick. That's not the real letters. I'm just going to tell you, it rhymes with snitch. And it's not chick at the end, but lazy chick.
Now, let me just say, too, because I don't want people to take it out of, it's a metaphor of sorts. All right. So when I say I'm laid back, like I look like I'm a lazy chick, the reason why I say that is because I'm not going to stand up to address some foolishness.
Right.
I'm going to let you spin out of control, do donuts. You know what I'm saying? It's more.
Let you wear yourself out.
Wear yourself out with some foolishness because for real, there's more power in not allowing somebody to take you outside of yourself and let them lose it on their own. And, to a certain extent, you can love somebody through their own weak moments.
I understand that. Right now, you tuned in with your boy Reec. We got Tisha Campbell Martin in the building. We're talking the music. We're going to get right back at you. A-Town, it's Hot 107.9. It is Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9. Reec right here. But it's not about me right now. It is all about Miss Tisha Campbell in the building.
Thanks, man.
We're talking about the music. Now, I listened to every single word, ran it back about 15 times. I watched the video, and I saw how you guys did it. Very creative. So listen, check the video out. It's on Vimeo. It's on the link is on your Instagram
the link is
page.
on. Yeah, you can go to my page and look at the bio.
All right, check this out. Click on the bio. Check that video out. Other Jersey people in there. Tasha Smith's in there.
Tasha Smith, my bestie, my homie. She's a sweetheart, man. I've never seen anybody who has been through so many different. Well, we all have our own trials and tribulations, but it's something about her. She lands on her feet with a smile. Right, and she is she will take a hit and she'll give one too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But take that with you. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the strongest sisters that I know. I've known her since she was 15 years old. She's like my little sister.
I can see that because it didn't look like a cameo. It looked like y'all were friends and y'all were kicking it, and the camera just happened to be rolling.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
That's what's up. So let's get back to this album. What else can we? Because it's independent.
Yes,
you have creative control.
I do.
So are you talking about your whole journey?
I'm talking about me. You know what it is? You're gonna get the best of me. Maybe sometimes even the worst of me, but you're going to get me.
Right.
Most of the people think that they kind of know me from, the different characters that I play. And I'm so appreciative of being able to do that. But nobody gets to know who I am. Through my music and through my pen, I'm able to really get you guys to know. Yeah, those roles that I play were just roles, those little bougie roles. No, I'm not from there. I'm from Jersey, really. You know what I'm saying? But mostly you're going to get an authenticity. There's some stuff that is about sex. There's some stuff that is about, family, my husband, relationships. But it's everything that I have gone through. And even the first single that I did, Still Here was actually a very positive song about, the ups and downs of my life and the things that I've been through, but I'm not bitter because of it. Like, I learned from my past. I don't really judge it.
I understand that.
I don't judge it. I don't judge my past. It's supposed to be there for you to learn from. And so this was like a celebration of all the good and the bad.
The journey.
The journey itself.
Got you.
Right? Now, then when I did the visual, and I don't know if you've ever been able to check that one out, but the visual, and I sought out this woman. By the way, B. Slade did my entire album, but when I sought out the director, she was like, Victoria Prosciutto, I want you to give me 5 examples of some things that you've been through in your life.
Right.
And we'll pick one. So this particular journey that we chose was I had just received a 5-page apology letter about a year and a half ago at that time from the person who sexually assaulted me when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
And so I was telling her when I received it, I was filled with so much forgiveness and love for myself and for forgiveness for him. And it was like a celebration, a spiritual celebration to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I wanted to share that, you know, and it was interesting when people started to understand what it really was about visually, because they saw they see this writing. That was the actual letter that was written on my chest.
Wow.
And we wanted to metaphorically show how words can hurt, how hands can people, and you know, you see me crying and the mascara running. And at first, people on Twitter were like, "What's that? Is that Illuminati?" I was like, "I don't even know what an Illuminati is."
Can I live? Can I tell the story?
What the hell is an Illuminati anyway, right? So once I explained to them, this is the actual letter.
Right.
And, you know, the black long dress, black for me represents strength and power.
Right.
And the people come in dancing out of the dress, they represented any negative emotion that I had that was, regurgitating itself out of my body. So it was visually painted so that people could feel it. Maybe they might. And then you see the celebration of life afterwards and freedom of, you know, forgiveness.
Did you realize when you were making that how or after you saw how impactful or powerful that could be to other women?
No, I didn't think of it in my communication. When I'm communicating with my art, you're an artist, right?
Right.
So we communicate, you communicate over the, you know, the airwaves every single day, right? So when you're communicating to people, you don't really think about the effect. You tell the truth. Yeah. And some people might like it, some people can't. You can't really get into whether it's going to be, you hope that it's grasped.
Right.
But not judged,
yeah.
So
it's a point to it. Don't look too far into it. Just look at what it is. And then I need you guys
I'm gonna
to
tell my
understand.
truth, but it was like people really, you know, was feeling it and they understood it. And I think at the end of the day, you can't go wrong with the truth. People may not like some of the things that may be said, or even some of the things that I write, because some of the stuff that I talk about in the album is kind of, there's some raunchy stuff. But
that's what I would say. That's you.
Yeah.
And that's why it's gonna work. Tisha Campbell Martin is in the building. We're talking about her album right now, and she's really gonna give it to you on this thing. So when is the release? When can we expect to get the whole
We're trying
thing?
to make sure that it gets out by late spring.
Late spring. Okay, so we could bump this the whole summer.
That's right.
That's what it is. Vaughn's looking at me crazy, so that must mean we overtime. We talking though. All right. So one thing I want to ask you a couple things before you get up out of here.
Okay.
About the TV show. How was it working with Dwayne on the show with Kevin Hart with The Real Husbands?
Oh, you guys don't even know. Like every single day on Real Husbands of Hollywood, we literally leave work with a headache from laughing at each other all day long. You know, it's so much fun because, you know, people talk about African Americans, you know, hooking up and making sure that we do stuff together. And Kevin allowed this to happen. You know, we all are coming together to make this work. And he, of course, it would be him to do it. You know what I mean? So we're all working together and we're having fun. And the thing, though, is if you're on that show, you better have some thick skin. Like, be prepared to get cracked on in front of the camera.
Wow.
Because they gonna get you. Like, the funniest stuff to me ever is when I'm watching the show randomly and then Kevin just start talking about me. I'm not even on that particular episode. Nowhere near. And you just see him going, Tisha Campbell, ugh. Like, I'm like, I'm not even there, you punk.
Right.
Say her name.
And then it's like you're almost his big sister kind of thing. And that, like, he's scared of you, but it's like he talks about you, like you said, when you're not around.
But what's funny is, like, we're all caricatures of ourselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and then we get to make fun of all the rumors that were made about us. Like, you know, they used to call Dwayne, like, Dwayne Campbell. Like, he didn't have, like, a billion jobs himself. But, you know, my husband in real life, Dwayne Martin, that we've been together for 25 years now. Wow. I know, it's crazy. But he is a sports agent, and he's always been.
He was in one of my favorite movies of all time, Above the Rim, and Down Periscope. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Exactly, some amazing movies. He's an actor. He's also, you know, him have 12 jobs, man. He got he's a restaurateur. Yes, he's real estate. So the funny part to us was that people would always say he didn't have a job and I was supporting him, but really that's not the truth. So we got to make fun of that. You know,
great.
It's fun. It's
That's
fun
great.
being on that show.
It looks so fun, man. I watch so many reruns on like Netflix and everything like that because you guys are just
and the
amazing on
girls,
it. Right.
don't let us get together.
Right. Y'all killed it with the Orange is the New Black kind of scene where y'all all locked up.
It's crazy because I look at it now. I was so sick. I was on steroids at the time for a whole month.
It was like asthma or something like that?
No,
or?
I had a genetic lung disorder called sarcoidosis. Wow. The same thing that Bernie Mac had. And
right.
Michael Clark Duncan was supposed to have had as well. But again, you go back to singing saving my life. Singing saved my life again. Wow. Me singing on the Zen Lounge stage every single week exercised my lungs back into remission. So I've been in remission for a while now. Wow. But during that time when you watch it and you see how big I am, that was not makeup or done to me. That's really me at the time. And I was so ill.
And what the medication was doing.
That's what the medication was doing.
Wow, so we glad I got that thing in remission.
Yeah.
It's staying there too.
Absolutely.
That's what we're going to put out there.
Thank you, music. Thank you, Jesus.
There it is. Tisha Marquand, we're going to let you go. We're going to be waiting for the end of the spring for this album to drop.
Yes, babe. Thank you so much for your support, too. And Fleet DJs, I want to shout them out, too.
Man, of course, Fleet DJs, always. We only support good music, though. It's not because it's you. I promise you that.
Can I tell you, when I talked to y'all on the phone, it was a conference call, and y'all, and I really, I got off, and I was like, I got to make sure that I support Fleet DJs because it's so important to me, and you guys really, really felt my music for real.
Right.
And because I like truth. I don't like nobody to just be like,
nah,
I don't have yes men around me to this day. Like, I want the truth.
Absolutely.
And you guys gave it to me, and I appreciate the support.
Yeah. Well, we had to. You can't disrespect a good thing right there.
Thank you, sir.
Well, we applaud you on everything you've done and the things that you're going to keep doing, of course, and your loving mom, loving wife, loving person, and just keep being a beautiful spirit.
Thank
we appreciate
you. Y'all should check out Boss If I did a podcast, and it's long, but it's good. It's some stuff that you are going to know about me that you've never known before.
All right, Bossa, make sure y'all check it out. This is for all of y'all watching right now.
That's
all right, Tisha Campbell
Martin.
Talk to me. Let's go. Why not?
Saturday in ATL, I'm doing confessions with Tisha. Like, it's just a one-on-one conversation, with Tisha.
Okay.
So people can ask me any question they want. It's at Atlantic Tech.
Okay.
And so I'm going to be there this Saturday, so come through.
There it is. I got one last question before you get up out of here.
What's up?
If you could go back and talk to 19-year-old Tisha Campbell, what would be one piece of advice you would tell her?
I would tell her, don't be concerned about what other people think about you. Don't be that little girl when you were like, somebody come up to you on the playground even and say, you think you cute. What you need to say is, yes, and so are you. So,
wow.
Can
you say that one more time? Can you say that part one more
Which
time?
Part? Like
you say what? If
somebody come up to
cute?
you on the playground, like when you were 5 or whatever, and they say, you think you cute. And you go, yeah, I do. So are you.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's about empowering yourself and not looking at the next person at all for validation. I would say, in a nutshell, do not ever follow the leader. If somebody's going to tell you they're an authoritarian, it doesn't make them the authority. And do not follow the group for fear of persecution.
There it is. Tisha Campbell Martin. Beautiful speech right there. I'm going to use that. I'm just telling you.
It's all good.
I'm telling my daughters to say that right now.
That's right.
All right. Thank you for your time, mama.
All right, you.
There it is. ATL treating her good. This is Hot 107.9. Y'all keep it locked.
You're locked in with Reece, only on Hot 107.9.